like, look, you've had this thing. Oh, we're sorry. No, the letters of administration have expired. You're going to have to get new letters. Are you kidding? You've had it sitting there for like 6 weeks. Hi, Jeff Masacci, the Plain English Attorney, and today I'm going to talk about another probate tale. This one, I thought he had done everything right, but just this one thing caused a huge problem for his daughter, who is the trustee and the administrator. All right, so I'm part of a network, a great group. They're called the Estate Planning Source, and so I ended up getting a call from that network because a gentleman had gotten a trust through them and through one of their attorneys, but he had been in California at the time. He got a bad diagnosis, and it was like, look, you're probably not going to live more than 6 months. So he had his revocable living trust. It was all set up, but he wanted everything as simple as possible, as simple as humanly possible. All right, so what he had done is he had liquidated everything, sold everything off, no real estate, no stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or so we thought, no automobiles, put it all into a savings account, which was titled in the name of the trust. And then he moved to Greensboro, North Carolina, to live with his daughter and live out his last days with her. Well, that 6 months turned into almost 3 years. And so he ended up in hospice and passed on. The daughter contacted the estate plan because that attorney was in California. They couldn't handle a probate. So she called the main number and they connected her to us. Now, Greensboro is about 2 or a little bit more hours away from me in Raleigh. But it's along Route 40 on my way to the Asheville office. So I've got an office in Asheville that I'm at once a month. So, okay, we met on my trip out there. And so we sat down. I just needed to do my usual analysis. All right, did he have any bank accounts? Yeah, just the savings account in the name of the trust. Okay, did he have any stocks, bonds, mutual funds? Nope, didn't have any of that stuff liquidated at all. Any real estate? Nope, didn't have any of that stuff. Any IRAs, 401ks, things like that? No, he really didn't put any money in that because he kind of ran his own business and that's what he added. All that money is in his savings account. Okay. So no vehicles, nope, he didn't drive. Okay, and then I was kind of joking around. I said, did he have any clothes? No. Okay, no clothing, no personal items, no. How is that possible? She said, look, it was a few days before he passed on. He instructed me to pick out a suit to bury him in and bring everything else down to Goodwill. He literally didn't die with anything other than the suit he was buried in and that savings account.
If you think it's important for educational videos like this to get out there, then please help us out by subscribing to the channel.
That's what she's telling me. I'm like, well, okay, this is... The terms of the trust said this one son gets $100,000 and the other brother and her split everything else 50-50. Okay, this should be easy. You just need to pay off whatever debts are left, and there might not be any that weren't covered by insurance, and then cut the checks. $100,000 to this brother, and you and the other brother split the rest. Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. This is going to be so easy. What about these 3 stock accounts that Dad had online? He liked to just, play around with these 3 different little stock things. That's no big deal, right? Were they titled in the name of the trust? Oh, no, those were in his name. Okay. These 3 little accounts were in online stock accounts that were just, I don't want to give their names out, but you can probably make 3 guesses to the top 3 and you'll get 2 of them in there. So there was collectively about 11,000 and change in there. Maybe we'll say $11,500 worth of stock spread out among those 3 accounts. Okay. Contacted them. That had to go through probate. Got everything set up the probate estate, sent the paperwork in. We need to get control of these stocks. And for all 3 of them, it's, we need the letters testamentary or the letters of administration from the court dated within the last 60 days. Okay? Sent them in. Immediately sent them in. One of them did end up giving us control, and it's like, okay, liquidate it and we'll take the stocks. But that was the smallest one. The other 2, it's getting on like 2 weeks before the letters expire. We called them up. Oh, it's in process. Don't worry about it. No problem. Call up the week before. Oh, yeah, we're working on it. Don't worry about it. We don't receive it. A few more days go past that 60-day mark. Call them up. It was like, look, you've had this thing. Oh, we're sorry. No, the letters of administration have expired. You're going to have to get new letters. Are you kidding? You've had it sitting there for like 6 weeks. We get new letters testamentary, overnight them, and then call every week. Yeah, we're working on it. They did the same thing again. So here we are. This was 2008. So round 3, with yelling and screaming and threatening a lawsuit, they finally get the paperwork and process it. But everything had crashed. Those stocks had lost about half their value. For all the work that we did, we had to charge about $3,500. In the end, the family got about $3,800 out of that $11,000 and change because of all of the crap that these 3 small stocks. Oh, it's small. It's just Dad liked to play around with them online. Look, if he had just put those accounts and titled them in the name of the trust, then we could have taken care of it much easier. But instead, all of the court paperwork and all of their delays caused everything to plummet. So in the end, all of that time, all of that aggravation, all of that expense to get basically a little more than 1/3 of what the value was because of the stock market crash, because it was small. Don't think, oh, these are just small little things. They can cause the biggest probate headaches. So, as I always tell my clients, look, please take a look at this. Make sure you understand what the different options are. And when my clients do that, typically they are looking at a revocable living trust. Now, if you're just kind of starting your estate planning journey, what I've found is one of the best tools to just look into this in general. It's my book, Estate Planning Basics. We'll go ahead and we're going to put a link to that in the description below. And there's also an audio version. So it's actually cheaper than the book on Amazon, and it's available as downloads. And it comes with a PDF of the actual book if you want to do that and read along with that. That gives you a lot of good basic information. There's also a really great book that's still out there. Don't pay any attention to the tax numbers and those limits. It's wildly out of date in that sense, but the concepts are still there, and that's The Living Trust by Henry W. Apps III. So I hope you found that information useful. As I always tell my clients, please stay safe, plan ahead, and enjoy life, and whatever you do, make it a great day.